Y'all just further now.
What is good, YouTube? Is DC Drano going to save free speech? Twitter Files is going to the Supreme Court? What? Yeah, fresh information I just got off of Twitter. This is on Twitter, DC Drano, DC_Drano. Historic Twitter file lawsuit to be filed at Supreme Court. DC Drano was banned off Twitter 2 years ago for election misinformation, but smoking gun emails shows it was because the California government requested it. A major First Amendment violation. Here are the details. Now, I already watched this video. We're going to watch it together. Tell us what it is, Chief.
At this point, we've all heard about the Twitter Files, which has exposed a massive censorship apparatus working in the background whereby the government is censoring the free speech of American citizens on social media and other big tech platforms in violation of their First Amendment rights. I was banned off of Twitter 2 years ago for election misinformation, and it turns out that the California government was sending email requests to Twitter asking that me, DC Drano, specifically be censored for election misinformation. It was a code orange, and guess what? I was banned for election misinformation, but here's the bigger surprise. We got the emails. We got the smoking gun. Thank you to Judicial Watch. They uncovered it. We filed a lawsuit with Harmeet Dillon, Ron Coleman, Karen Swigert, and the Center for American Liberty. And now we are ready to file with the United States Supreme Court. We lost at the federal district court level. We lost at the Ninth Circuit. And they said, guess what? It's not enough to prove government censorship, but they're bought out by big tech. They are corrupted. They do not believe in free speech. But I believe that the Supreme Court does. So I hope everyone joins us on this journey. We are going to need everyone's help spreading this message. This is the Twitter Files lawsuit. You could call it the O'Hanley Files if you want. But Harmeet Dillon is going to take this to the Supreme Court. And if they agree to hear our case, free speech in this country can be saved. The government censorship apparatus will be shut down. Everyone needs to spread the word. The Twitter Files lawsuit is going to the Supreme Court, and we are going to save free speech. God bless.
You know, if they do save free speech. Beautiful. But do I believe or do I have the faith in our government to uphold their processes and reinstitute people and reinstitute the full expression of what the First Amendment's supposed to do? No, I do not. But what maybe this will do is this will prevent such extreme overreach of government manipulation and coercion in terms of narrative and traffic. And it would be a beautiful thing if that's the case. Absolutely beautiful thing if they can get that done. So that's why I wanted to show you the video in the entirety, but he has more details beyond just the video. So he goes on to explain, after President Trump won in 2016, the Democrat Party pushed the Russia collusion narrative to delegitimize his administration. Many federal, state, and NGO entities ramped up censorship efforts online in the name of stopping foreign interference. 2. California passed Election Code 10.5. which created the Office of Election Cybersecurity in 2018 to educate voters with valid information through empowering election officials, OEC. This mandate quickly and predictably devolved into a political weapon for U.S. censorship. The OEC, under the direction of then Secretary of State Alex Padilla, seized on the statutory phrase mitigate false or misleading information as a license to quash politically disfavored speech with the assistance of the National Association of Secretaries of State. When you have it in writing that your government violated your First Amendment right, they specifically said, hey, this guy, California government reached out, sent emails, and they went to Twitter and said, hey, this guy. No more of this guy. And Twitter said, okay. He goes on. 3. In fact, NASS Director of Communications Mariah Benson stated in an email that Twitter asked her to let secretaries of state offices know that had created a separate, dedicated way for election officials to flag concerns directly to Twitter. I mean, you can just read this first line up here. I wanted to pass along to the new single source disinformation reporting channel I updated you on. So, as many of you are already aware, this is in reference to the specific portal they built for the government on Twitter for them to go to easily have a channel in which they could send, like, hey, look at this, look at this. He said this, he said this.
Look at all this wrong think over here.
It's despicable, bro. Number 4, NASS's dedicated reporting channel to Twitter, according to Mariah Benson, would get secretaries of state's employees' censorship requests bumped to the head of the queue, Twitter. You see it's in the bottom section here. If your state is onboarded into the partner support portal, it provides a mechanism to report election issues and get then bumped to the head of the queue. Fill in the report with as much information as possible, including links if you have them. It's just gross, dude. Gross. And he just goes on. This whole thread just details out. It's a timeline. It's just a timeline of the swamp. I mean, again, I really hope, I really hope that DC Draino can take this all the way. Supreme Court, get a lot of eyes on it, get a lot of people to pay attention, actually open up the article or watch or actually have a grasp what is at stake with this case, and maybe it all goes away. Maybe that portal gets wiped out and all of those branches just get defunded, yanked away, and never to be seen again. We can hope. I mean, really, if you ask me, it's only a matter of time before they find some other kind of form or process in which they can shadow ban and censor and narrative craft. But it's an update. I'm spreading the word for you, DC. I'll put it on my page. I wanted to play your whole video without me interrupting you too. So we'll see where it goes. Hopefully I'll have more updates on the Supreme Court case with DC Draino, and we'll see how quickly he gets booted out of court or how quickly he can get this turned around. You know what side I'm rooting for. Anyways, peace.